Hey there, woman of purpose. This is Charlene, life purpose and strategy coach of Life More Abundantly Coaching. I wanted to share a thought with you today as I was reading this week. My pastor started a new series called Run the Race, and I was reading in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. And this particular phrase stood out to me. I want to read it to you in the Passion Translation. And I want to ask you a question. Are you running the race that God has set out before you? Are you on the path that has already been marked out before you? And are you running it with passion and determination? So let's read Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. The Passion Translation reads like this. As for us, we have all of these great witnesses who encircle us like clouds. So we must let go of every wound that has pierced us and the sin we so easily fall into. Here's the phrase I want you to pay attention to. Then we will be able to run life's marathon race with passion and determination, for the path has already been marked out before us. There's a couple of things I want you to pay attention to in that one verse. It says, so we must let go of every wound that has pierced us. Can I tell you this? The circumstances that happen to you beyond your control do not define you. The wounds that have pierced you do not define you. But sometimes those wounds can cause you to show up inauthentically. It can show up as a poor self-image or anger or bondage or other things that play out in your life. And those things can prevent you from running the race, the path that has already been marked out before you with passion and determination. There's one thing that sticks out that you want to remember today as you ask yourself a question again. Am I running the path that has already been marked out before me, the race that God has set before me? Because you know what? We could be running somebody else's race, the race that society has defined for us, the race that our culture has defined for us, the race that our experiences and our wounds have defined for us. But let me tell you something. You were created in the image of God, and God has specifically and uniquely designed and wired you to function and to represent Him and show up as a part of His character in the world for others that you are called to serve. But those wounds can get in the way of you running that path with passion and determination. And so my challenge to you today is to think about, what wounds am I allowing to define the path that I'm supposed to be running with passion and determination? Perhaps you find yourself frustrated in your career. Perhaps you find yourself not quite working in the vein that you were created, you were functioned and called to work in. Perhaps you're walking and running somebody else's race, your parents defined for you, your culture defined for you, where you live defined for you, whatever it is. But I want you to think about that today and make sure that you are running the path that has already been marked out for you. And ask the Lord, are there any wounds that are shaping my path, that are shaping my ability to be able to run this race with passion and determination? Let me know what He says. I've included also a worksheet if you're unclear or unsure about who God has created you to be, what He's called you to do, what your passions are, what that determination is, what are your soapbox moments, as I call them. I pray that you'll be blessed by the worksheet and encouraged, and let me know your thoughts below, okay? Y'all take care and be blessed. We'll talk again soon.